Having a good lighting setup can make all the difference between having an okay looking video and a good looking video. If you have a lathe, you're in luck. Let's give it a try. Like a lot of YouTubers, the space that I have to shoot in is limited, and that can cause problems when trying to set up lighting. While shooting my last video, I had a problem placing my rim light correctly. The only way to get the light exactly where I needed it was to put it on a stand directly behind me. The problem? I now have a light stand coming directly out of the top of my head. Because I'm shooting in a corner and I have a window trim on each wall, I decided to use those to support a 2x4 to span that distance and mount the light on that. So even though I refer to it as a 2x4, I guess it's really a 2x3 that I had laying around in the wood pile. So I took some measurements and I cut it down to length. Those are the LEDs from an Aero Garden I got one year. They work better at lighting up my parts bin than they ever did growing herbs. That bin has worked really well for me, by the way. I'll leave a link for it down in the description. Now over to my Craftsman 150 drill press. Found this thing on Craigslist and did a full restore of it. Let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see more information on the process of restoring this drill press. So I'm feeling pretty good at this point. I've got everything I need to get my rim light up and going. So a little bit of assembly, bolts, some washers, the nut. Everything's looking good so far and I am ready for some lighting. And I go to fit it up and I didn't account for this. Now what? If only I had some way of making something like the pins on the top of a light stand. Well, let's take some measurements and, as we say around here, let's give it a try. Over to the trusty South Bend 10K. Chucked up some scrap aluminum round I had. It's about 1 inch diameter. Starting the rough cuts to bring it down to size. This is going to come down to 5/8. Dimensions on this part don't have to be extremely accurate. Close enough will count. .62 looks good. I certainly could have done that better. This part in the middle here I'm going to bring down to about 1/2 inch. As I said before, these dimensions don't have to be incredibly accurate. Close enough will count for this. Close enough for me. That's a letter G drill bit. Size for, of course, a 5/16 tap. Tapping to 5/16 18. And a go, no-go check just using a 5/16 18 bolt. Time to part off. This process has been made so much easier with the V-belt upgrade that I did to this lathe. I'll leave a link below to that video. Check it out. Such a pleasure parting now, and using power feed as well. In the past, this process took me probably a half an hour to complete. I did this part in probably 2 minutes. using a couple of aluminum shims made from a soda can. Protect the finish on the part. Clean up the backside. And knock down those sharp edges, being especially careful around the spinning jaws of the chuck. And there we go. This time we got a nice secure fit. And I'm able to place the light exactly where I need it. These little parts are so handy, I made a couple more just to keep in the bin. You never know when you might need them. Was it worth all that just for a light? I think so. If you like what you saw in this video, please subscribe, strike a like, and let me know what you thought down in the comments. Until next time, I'm mainejason. Get out there and give it a try.